kids! I have a problem here. I placed 5 of my coins on the table last night, and when I woke up this morning, there was only 1 coin left. I can't seem to find the other 4. I've been looking everywhere high and low. Hey, I could use another pair of eyes to help me. Can you help me look around and look for my 4 lost coins? We'll go around the house, and if you spot the coins, point it out to me, okay? Let's go.
Alright, let's start with the rooms first. I haven't searched the playroom, so let's go and check it out if it's in there. Okay, let's see. Where could the coin be? Can you see it? Anywhere? Oh, you're right! Is that the one? That's my coin! Thank you, kids! Good job! Alright, let's go find the other one. Okay, maybe it's in the kitchen. Where could it be? Where could it be? Can you see where the coin is? Is that... Yeah! That's a good eye there! Well done, kids, we found another one. Now I have 2. Alright, we need to find another 2 more. So maybe it's in the living room. Let's check out the living room. Could it be somewhere here? Can you spot it? Right, it's over here. On the speaker. Great! Now we have 3.
Okay, so we're back here with my 3 coins that you found for me. Plus the one that I have on my table this morning, we have 4. But I still have 1 more coin missing and I just can't find it anywhere. I searched through the whole house and I still can't find it. I guess I'll never know where it is. What? What did you say? You see it? Where? On me? What? Where? It's in my pocket! All this while? How silly of me, and how wonderful of you guys to help me find all my 5 coins! Yay! Thank you so much, kids! Now, shall we move on to our lesson for today? Okay, welcome to LCM Kids Online Lesson 10. Wow, we have done 10 Sunday School lessons already. Well, I hope that all these lessons have been helping you to grow your faith and help you keep close to God. Now, I guess most of you, if not all of you, are back in school now. How are all of you doing? Missed your friends and your teachers? Or you're still trying to get used to going back to school life? Now remember that if you have anything to give thanks for, or anything that you feel troubled about, you can bring it up to God in prayers, or you can share it with your parents, and they can all pray together with you. Okay? Now last week we talked about the parable from Jesus called the 2 sons. And from that parable, we learned about the lesson of obedience. Now this week, we are moving on to another story that has something to do with what we have done earlier on. What were we looking for just now? Coins, right? So for today's story with Jesus, it has something to do with coins as well. Are you ready for the story? Okay, so please give me your full attention and look at the screen here today for the story. Today's story is the parable of 3 servants. Jesus told a story about a master who gave his 3 workers some money to use for him while he went away. "Take this money and make more money for me," he said. One of the servants has gotten 1 coin, another servant has gotten 2 coins, and the best worker received 5 coins from his master. The worker who had received 5 coins went at once and put the money to work, and in the end, he gained another 5 more coins. The one with 2 coins also went out to work and he gained another 2 more coins. But the man who had received 1 coin went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. He buried it in the ground where it was no use to anyone. After a long time, the master of the workers returned. The man who had received 5 coins brought the other 5 that he earned. "Master," he said, "you gave me 5 coins. See, I have gained another 5. His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share my happiness." Now the man with the 2 coins also came. "Master," he said, "you entrusted me with 2 coins.
See, I have gained 2 more. The master replied, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share my happiness. Then, the man who had received only 1 coin came. Master, he said, I knew you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your coin in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you. The master replied, You wicked and lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. Well, then you should have put my money to good use so that when I returned, I would have received more. The master took the coin from him and told him to leave, for whoever has will be given more, and they will have more. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them.
Now, children, do you understand what Jesus is trying to tell us here? Let me break it down for you.
Now, there once was a master who had 3 servants. 1, 2, 3. Now, before he went on a journey, he gave each of them some coins to work for. The first servant received 5 coins. The second servant received 2 coins. And the third servant received 1 coin. Now, the first servant was hardworking. He took the 5 coins and he went out to work and he made another 5 more. So now he has 10 coins. Good job, first servant. Then the second servant was also hardworking. He took the 2 coins and he went out to work with them. In the end, he gained another 2 more coins. So now the second servant has 4 coins. Good job, second servant. Now for the last servant, he had 1 coin. It was little, but if he went out to find more ways, he would have earned back more like the other 2 servants. But oh dear, did he use the coin the master gave him? No. Instead, he was afraid that the money he used may be lost, so he decided to just bury the money and not use it at all. Now, who was the master pleased with? Yes, the 2 servants that worked hard and earned back more money for him, whereas the last servant who did nothing with the coin did not please the master.
Now, children, in this story, the master is just like Jesus. And the workers are like the people who believed in Jesus. The coins represent the different kinds of gifts and talents that God has given us. Some of us might have gifts in singing and dancing. Some of us might be gifted in drawing. Some of us could be confident in talking to a big group of people. And some of us can have gifts like being very patient and being very good in listening. Others may also have gifts like being helpful and caring to people around you. Now, can you think of some gifts or talents that God has given you, kids? Some of us may have many talents. Some of us may only have 1 talent. But through the story today, Jesus is trying to tell us it does not matter how many gifts you have, how many coins the servant has. The important thing is that we use it, just like how the 2 servants used the coins and they made more. Now let's talk about the last servant who didn't use the 1 coin that the master gave him. It could be because he was afraid he might lose the coin. It could be because he looked down on himself like, I probably won't be able to earn more with it. I only have 1 coin, so I better just hide it away. Now this is very similar to sometimes when you and I, we may feel that we are not good enough, we are not smart enough, we are not beautiful enough, and we feel that what we have is too little, so we don't share it or use it to bless others. And what happens is we'll bury away all our blessings, bury away all the abilities that we have, and we keep the toys that God has given us, not wanting to share with others. Now actually, if we use what God has given us to bless others, to love others, and even allowing people to come to know God, God will praise us just the same. We must not be like the wicked and lazy servant. No matter how much God has given us, we must at least use it, because it is not about how big or how much our gifts are. It's about how we have the heart to use it for God, and God will praise us. You see, just like the servant who had 5 coins and he made 5 more, and the servant who had 2 coins and made 2 more, now how did the master praise them? The master said, "Well done," in the same way to the both of them. He didn't say, "Oh, first servant, you earn more, you're better. Second servant, you didn't earn as much as the first one, so you're not that good." Okay, God didn't say that. He praised them and loved them and rewarded them just the same. So even if we use what little we have, like praying for someone we love, or reading Bible stories to our younger siblings, or cheer our parents up, study diligently, help our friends in need, no matter how small our gestures or our gifts are, God rewards and praises us just the same. Now this brings me to the Bible verse of the week, which is taken from the book of Matthew, where this parable is found. Let's read it together. If you have your prayer journal, you can take it out as well, and you can write down the verse, or you can draw something that relates to the verse, okay? So I'm going to read this Bible verse in small parts, and you will read it along with me, okay? So Matthew 25 verse 29. Everyone who uses what he has will get more. He will have much more than he needs. But the one who does not use what he has will have everything taken away from him. Now I hope that after listening to this parable, we will not be like the lazy servant, but use whatever God has given in our lives, no matter how young we are or how small it is. Now let us do a little craft activity to help us remember this lesson better. Okay? Today we're going to do a folding hand craft. We're going to be doing some folding, cutting and writing. So get your fingers ready. Let's talk about the materials we need first, okay? So firstly, I will need you to get a piece of skin colored paper. So you can get beige or brown depending on your skin color. And if you can't find any beige color paper, just get a white paper and just color on with your beige or brown color pencil. Okay, next, get another piece of paper that is of a different color. Or it can be any color at all. And then you will need your scissors. Again, for any cutting steps, please make sure you have a grown-up with you, okay? And you will also need a glue and a marker and a pencil. Got all of that ready? Okay, we can start.
Okay, so the first thing you have to do is to get your skin colored paper and a pencil. Now what you do is first fold your paper into half. Now once you're done folding your paper, I want you to turn the paper to this side where your folded end is on the left. Okay? Now place your left palm on the paper. Make sure it's a little bit tilted, okay, not straight like that, but you tilt it a little. And make sure it leans close to the side that is folded.
Now grab your pencil and start tracing around your hand. Make sure your fingers are spaced apart.
Once you're done, it should look a little bit like that, with your tracing leaning right at the corner of the folded end. For the next step, take out your scissors and start cutting out the shape of your hand. Now when you're done, it should look like this. And when you open up, it looks like a pair of giving hands. Put this aside first and take out your colored paper. Now take your pencil and draw out a heart that is slightly smaller than your hand cutout. You can bring out your hand cutout to do a little comparison. Once you're done drawing your heart, you can cut it out. Now once you're done cutting out your heart shape, take out your marker and write out the key phrase for today's lesson. I can use what I have for God no matter how small it is. You can even decorate it with your colored markers and colored pencils if you want to. Now, once you're done writing, fold your heart shape into half right down at the center. Now take out your hand cutout and your glue stick. Now what happens is you're going to apply glue to the back of your heart shape, but not the entire thing. Just put glue at the bottom tip of the heart shape. Once you're done applying, you can open up your hand cutout and stick the heart shape right in the middle. Now you can fold it and press it down for it to stick better. And now fold the top part of your heart shape down and then fold the hands together again. This will make sure that your heart-shaped message is tucked nicely in your folding hands. So when you open it up, your message pops up. I can use what I have for God no matter how small it is.
Now I hope that you have enjoyed making this very simple folding hand craft with me today. And remember that you may be young, you may not have many gifts or the same as those around you, but even the smallest thing we do for God pleases Him a lot. So never look down on yourself, and as you're at home or you're back at school now, use that special little gifts inside you. I will see you next week, kids. Bye!